he will be sharing with us A Scream to the Editor by Charles Olson. James was born in Gloucester and lives in the Fort. He explains that he grew up on, around, and under the wharves of the harbor. Jimmy is a seafood inspector for the Department of Commerce, and he greatly boosted the local ratings of the CBS TV program Survivor during his stint on the popular show. Jimmy.
Thank you. I think I lost my voice from sitting there for a little bit. Test one, two. I chose Charles Olson because he was a Port resident as well. And I remember him when I was a little kid. I thought he was the big crazy guy next door because he was a giant of a man. He had messy hair, his shirt was always dirty and untucked, and he talked what to me was just gibberish. So I thought he was a crazy man, and didn't find out until later on in high school that this could be arguably America's greatest poetry mind, and his Maximus poems are amazing. So I did a little reading, and I confirmed that I was right when I was little. This guy was crazy. I couldn't make hide nor hair of it. So, but I liked a couple of things he said, and Valerie was kind enough to give me the guidance of some of the poems, and I learned he was just such a genius, he's hard to understand, but if you did the research on it and actually found out what he was saying, he was a true genius and a passionate one at that. So I found a piece that is a little more easy to understand. It's not intended to be political, but I share the same passions. This genius, almost 50 years ago, wrote stuff that could apply to today. When he was a young man, he summered on Stage 4 Park. And when he grew up and taught at Harvard, he could have went anywhere on the planet, but he loved Gloucester. So he came right to the heart of what I consider the heart of Gloucester, where the fishermen lived down the fort, and he loved it. And he started falling out of love when urban renewal took place, and he addressed that to the Gloucester Daily Times with A Scream to the Editor. Moan the loss, another house is gone. Bemoan the present, which assumes its taste. Bemoan the easiness of smashing anything. Bemoan a people who spend beyond themselves to flourish and further themselves. As well made, the Sullivan Davis house was such that George Washington could have been inaugurated from the second floor. How many ways can value be allowed to be careless with and Hagstrom destroyed? How many more before this obvious dullness shall cease? O city of mediocrity and cheap ambition, destroying its own shoulders, its own back, greedy present person stood upon, stop this renewing without reviewing. Loss, 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 no gains. Oh, not bemoan. Stop, stop, stop this. I'm sick of caring, sick of watching what known or unknown was the ways of life. I have no vested interest even in this which makes life. Moan nothing, hate, hate, hate. I hate those who take away and do not have as good to offer. I hate the carelessness.